I ain't sleep good, wallah.
Really?
Bad.
There you go. Tony's changing up the music.
Good morning, everybody.
Tony is changing up the music on us.
We are here live.
We are officially live. Yusuf, can you check YouTube right quick to make sure we are good? We got everything here, ready to roll. Tony is in the building. Moti is in the building. We even got Cal Trey in the building. He looking taller than his dad. Yusuf, how long does it take for you to check your YouTube phone right quick? Refresh it. Make sure it's there because it's showing me that we are public and we are officially live. So want to go ahead and get the show started on the road. Welcome to those of you that are watching or eventually will be watching. My name is Omar Dabbit. You can go ahead and stop the music right quick. We got Tony in the building. He's giving me that look like he's ready to go off on me in a second or two. He doesn't like some of the stuff that I had to talk to him about before the show. And then we got Moti here as well. Eventually we'll have Dave Farver. Hopefully he said he's going to pop up. We never know with Dave Farver. He might be doing this on purpose because Tony is not on his good list or whatever you want to call it.
None of what you're saying is true. None of it.
How do you know that?
Number one fan.
Who?
David Farber.
Is that true? Are we good? All right, continue talking though, Tony. Let me figure this out right quick. Well, go ahead.
So we talked about rules. And number 5 on the rule is no rants.
All right. What about it? What about no rants?
I think that's Dave pulling up.
I ain't worried about Dave pulling up. Well, go ahead and continue about your rant. Are you about to go on a rant right now, Tony?
I feel like you might, I signed a contract. I got to read over the fine print first.
Okay.
I mean, but he kind of set you up for the rant, though, man. He asked you a question that, caused you to rant.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a double-edged sword with this guy.
Hey,
he sends me mixed messages all the time.
So basically, what I also wanted to mention as well is that we do want to start a new segment. I was just talking to Tony about it, where we do give Tony a couple minutes to just rant about anything that's on his mind. It's called Tony's Rants, and we want to let it rip, okay? So whatever it may be, Tony.
Please listen.
Whatever
we need a better phrase than "let it rip."
Why not?
I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that
He
whatsoever.
literally just said on the phone, I'm feeling it, and now he's saying he's not feeling it.
No, I'm okay with Tony's the segment.
Okay.
But not the "let it rip," phrase.
Okay, well,
we need
how
to
about
do something else with that.
Tony's rants.
Listen, every time you tell me I'm gonna sign a checky with Mike Gesicki, all you're gonna hear is.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
That's it.
It's gonna happen too. What up, Moti, man? Welcome back, man. Season 5 of the Fantasy Guys. Nice to have you back.
Yeah, man, it's nice to be back, man. I didn't get some good sleep yesterday, but I'm here.
There we go. Tony's on top of the
that happened too.
This is a family show, right? Is that the famous?
I don't know where you guys going.
How many?
Yeah.
I was talking about just chilling.
Chilling.
All right, Cal Trey.
Oh, they.
Cal Trey's in the building. What was
I should have censored that. No, I should have censored that.
Okay. Cal Trey's in the building. What up, Cal Trey?
What up?
We got Yusuf in the background too. I mean, if Dave don't come, Yusuf, feel more than welcome to join us as well on the show. And Tony, what do you got to say right now, man? You look like you're about to say something. We're here for the fans, by the way. For those of you that are watching or eventually be watching, come on in, start asking us questions. We got Yusuf already giving us a question. He said Deontay Johnson, or he calls him Tyson Fury. Tony's boy, Tyson Williams. Go ahead, Tony. I'm going to let you answer that one. You go with Deontay or your boy, Tyson Fury, Tyson Williams?
Listen, this rant might come a little early.
All right, we can start.
The Wednesday show, no good.
What happened?
You guys jinxed my boy, Gus the Bus Edwards. How does this happen? Wednesday show, and then on Thursday, my man tears. He tears his ACL, man. Unbelievable.
Dave, you're gonna have to go through obstacle course. Just to
you're right there, Dave.
There? Yeah, you're right here, but it's gonna be a little awkward, Dave. I heard about what happened, how Tony ain't pick you up and stuff like that.
Whoa. All that will get addressed. That is not. None of this is true. None of this is true because at the end of the day, We had a.
Oh yeah, that is the camera. I mean, to be honest with you, Dave, you can pull out that wire.
We
You
called
can
him
pull
for
out
an
that wire.
interview.
It's a charger. It's already charged. It's already charged, so you can pull out that wire right there. Bada boom, bada bang.
Bada boom, bada bing.
That's awesome. Yep. Then there you go. Dave is in the building.
David.
Can we like give him a round of applause? I know there's a clap in there. There's a clap. Yeah, there's somewhere around there. We're clapping up Dave. Got the champion. Yusuf, pull out, man. Pull the screen out. Pull the screen out so people can see David Farber's in the building. Because right now you got it zoomed in on Tony right now. We're not trying to see Tony's face right now. We're trying to see David Farber.
I hate you all so much.
Yes.
Welcome, Dave.
That's exactly why we did it. Yusuf, can you pull the camera back too a little bit more, or Dave scoot closer towards Moti?
I don't
Either
want
one.
to do that. I don't want to do that.
All right, either
I
one,
don't
so
wanna
that
do
people
that.
can
I can
see
scroll a
Dave
little
Farber. All right. There we go. Now we got Dave next to the championship belt. What up, Dave?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing today?
Championship fantasy, championship softball, championship. What else?
Life.
Life. He's
That's
a
right.
life champion.
That's right.
Dave, are we gonna address this situation, by the way, or are we gonna just play it off like it ain't happening?
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it?
Man, nah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to talk about it.
What situation are we talking
I just want to
about?
know the honest truth. Listen, I'm all about people explaining themselves. As long as you have a fair reasoning, you don't have to always be right. I like to believe in that. As long as somebody has a reasoning behind their decisions, I'm fine with it. So, can we address the situation right quick? The elephant in the room.
It's very easy.
All right. So first
6,
of all,
7.
Can you explain to people
Very
what
simple.
happened? Because people there don't know what's going on. What happened? You know.
So what happened was, we're in 35 and over.
Yes.
So I'm a captain.
Yes.
So somehow, some way, by the grace of God,
You got the number one overall pick.
Number one overall pick.
McCaffrey.
Bro, I said lock it in.
And then you went with Barkley.
I'm taking my boy Dave.
And then what happened? Right.
I'm taking my boy Dave. Call him up. Hired a coach and general manager. This man over here had a great idea. Let's start a WhatsApp group.
Just us three.
Just
Right.
us three. So we hadn't done the tryouts. We know what kind of player he is. I said it's locked. There's nothing to talk about. And then Dearborn pulls a dirty move.
A Dearborn move.
A Dearborn move.
What did they do?
They added this 6'7" player to the, eligible draftees.
Just out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I look at the first list before the lottery, he's not there. I look at the second list, he's there. I said, all right, let me see what they got going on. I go over there, I get a phone call, anonymous phone call. And they say, hey, you need to watch for this Billy kid. I said, Billy? Billy who? I show up to the tryout. I'm playing with the guy. See him. MashaAllah. Very sizable. 6'6", at least. Can shoot. So I start making some phone calls. Hey, what's this Billy guy like? Everybody's like, yeah, take him. Take him. Take him. Take him. So I call up my boy Dave. Not once, but twice. To tell him, hey, listen, man. I already talked to Sufi. There's no guarantee Sufi's taking Billy. So, one of us is he's not passing up on you.
Sufi, what number pick is Sufi?
He's number 2.
Okay.
So I said, there's no way he's passing up on you. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell him. In my mind, I'm like, you know what? I just watched a video 2 days ago. This guy, Dave's over here, telling Sufi's the man. He's an offensive powerhouse and this and that. Kind of rubbed me the wrong way if you really want me to be honest. This is before the draft. We had already announced it before the draft, and I'm like, I could look past it. It's Dave. He's a nice guy, great guy. He does nothing but compliments. Except me, of course. Gave me the name Turnover Tone and Tim Tebow.
Tebow.
All right? So anyway, so I call him up. He doesn't pick up. I call him again. Doesn't pick up. I said, you know what? Worst case scenario, he ends up on Sufi's team, and he'll be okay with that. So I told the fellas, hey, we're going Billy. Now, Billy is a very good player. Very sound, can shoot, can rebound. Very worthy of the number 1 pick. Okay?
Who's this Billy guy? Is he a 6'7" guy?
Yeah, Billy Farhat.
Okay.
Shout out. Billy Farhat, number 1. So, this guy calls me up because we're still in the WhatsApp group. He's texting in the group, hey man, I'm ready. What's going on? Dave, you better be ready. So I call him, I say, hey,
Stop.
we're done.
We're moving away from that. Okay.
So this guy ends up leaving the group. He said awkward and left. Couldn't just leave. And then I had to write a letter to Dave in the group. I don't know if he decided to read it or not.
I did not.
But I can't pull it up.
The group is not there no more.
Yeah. Anyways,
no.
Dave eventually pulls the Eli Manning. All right. He gives you these bad nicknames and he's praising Sufi.
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically the San Diego Chargers. You know,
Right.
he was avoiding your phone calls.
Yeah.
It
You
all
know,
goes back
that-
to you,
that was a-
Dave. We're
Yeah,
putting the blame on
he
you,
wanted
man.
to go
Listen.
to Sufi. But like I said before, we wish Dave all the best. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work out.
We.
You know, we really like Billy Farhat. You know, we went to his tryouts
Did y'all
and
play a game already?
yeah,
How is he?
it's good.
Solid.
Solid guy.
Very
real?
solid.
Yeah, he works in our system better. You know, so he fits it.
Spree well. Remember
Dave,
that.
what's your comments to all this,
When
man?
he called me, I was at a softball game, so I couldn't pick up.
All I ask
Yeah.
is maybe speak closer to the mic so that everybody can
So
pick
when he
it.
called me, I was playing softball. But as soon as he said number 1, I mean, I put it in my family chat. I put it everywhere, man. I was telling them, I'm number 1. And then to hear the news that night. So not only did we lose softball that night, I lost the number 1 place that night. So
Are you on Sufi's team?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very happy to be. Shout out to Mo Sufi.
There we
All
go.
day.
Cobra.
All day. I know I wasn't worried, but this is the letter.
This is funny, by the way, that
Dear
when y'all
Dave.
play each other.
This is
Third
the letter.
week,
Dear Dave,
29th.
after a lengthy tryout and scouting the injury report, we made an effort to contact you directly to verify the reports out there about your draft status, availability, and address all health concerns. We have decided as an organization to bypass you in this upcoming draft. We would have loved to personally tell you, but unfortunately you didn't pick up the call. We wish you the best, but sometimes business decisions are difficult to make and wish you nothing but the best. Yours truly, Blue.
There we go. There we go. All right, so let's go over now to the comments. Like we said, we're here to talk some fantasy. Anybody here watching, feel free to shoot some questions. Today's the first day of Sunday football. You know, this is like a holiday for all of us that love football. We're looking forward to it. So going back to Yusuf's question, Deontay Johnson or Tyson Williams. Dave, I'm going to start off with you. Who would you go with? Yusuf, can you shut that door, by the way? Nice and easy. But go ahead, Dave. Tyson Williams or Deontay Johnson. Obviously, Tyson Williams is now the starter in Ravens' backfield for this week at least. And then you got Deontay Johnson playing against Buffalo. Baltimore's playing against the Vegas Raiders Monday night. So who are you going with, Dave?
I feel like Baltimore Ravens system is running the ball. So, I mean, no matter who's in the backfield, I think they're going to get the pill. So, I would go Williams.
You go Williams
Yeah, I go
over
Williams.
Deontay?
Yeah, I go Williams.
All right, Moti, who you got? Play
Yeah.
this prime time? Is he are we pounding the buzzer? That's what we do this year, by the way. No table, we pounding the buzzer.
Yeah, I avoided.
What the heck was
What
that?
was that?
I'm just playing with that.
Oh,
What was it?
Alarm?
Oh.
I intentionally avoided Pittsburgh's wide receivers. Just like last year, the ball gets spread around to all of them. But in this situation, man, I don't like nobody in Baltimore, to be honest with you, too. So it's a tough situation. Is that the only 2 options you have?
I mean, he has other options.
Oh,
those are probably the
but
best
yeah,
options.
but play dude's prime time. I mean, I'm going with Williams. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of reports came out of camp that he was good. You know, like he was balling.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna be good, man. I have a feeling he is gonna be the best Ravens running back out of all of them. Tony was going on his quick rant, by the way, about us throwing the Muradukins on Gus Edwards,
Unreal.
but that's not the case. I mean,
It never fails. Anytime this guy
I boom
looks
Phillied
at
him. I boom Phillied him.
Right.
Yes.
You boom Phillied him to hurt him. That's what you do.
Okay, so Tony, who are you going with? Tyson Williams or Deontay
Yeah, I
Johnson?
think I'm going to have to go with Tyson Williams. To me, It could. Listen, nothing against Deontay Johnson. He might blow up.
That's my guy.
Yeah. You do always take
my
him
guy.
every. But
But he didn't.
we don't know. We don't know. I mean, they
did.
beat him to the punch. He got him in one.
Somebody picked him for me
Yeah.
in one, but I got him in my other league.
Oh, okay.
So, Tyson Williams, to me, he's guaranteed the opportunities coming, especially this first game. They're going to kind of see what they got in him before they get old legs Le'Veon and they signed it.
Latavius
Hey,
has
listen,
been better than Le'Veon.
Latavius is going to be the back by the end of the year to me.
Yeah, I agree.
In that Ravens backfield. So
No. He's not gonna be the back. He's gonna be the 1-2 punch with Tyson
well,
Williams.
he's going to be the first and second down back. Taking the Gus Edwards role.
Yeah, I like that signing, man. Murray was the better signing out of all of them. But they also signed AG too. Don't forget, Devontae Freeman.
You said AG?
AG.
Because he's always injured?
That's AG, man.
That is actually.
If you guys ever play football with AG, that boy,
Man.
he's straightforward runner, and Devontae Freeman was like that.
So we got AG, we got Latavius, and we got Tyson Fury, and then Le'Veon Bell in the backfield. Who are the two running backs we're saying, Latavius and Tyson Williams at the end of the year?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that. Who you going with, Cal Trey?
No comment. I'm playing against him.
No
You're
comment.
playing against Williams? Oh, you said.
He's only here so he won't get fined. My guy.
See, that's a Tony move,
That
man.
is. Good job. You're learning.
He's
Learn from the
learning.
best.
I personally, I'll probably go Tyson Williams, man.
Hey.
Whoa.
All right. Hey, man, don't be calling out my uncle AG like that, Grasshopper. That's Munir Al-Ghazali. Munir Al-Ghazali also says, shout out to all my guys, Cal Trey, Omar T, the Grasshopper, Tony too. Dave, you were in here when he gave us the shout out because this was like 10 minutes ago. Dave said he wants to shout out too, by the way. Ziad Hadi said, looking sharp, fellas. Happy opening week. Let me tell y'all something that happened yesterday, by the way. All right, I want to give a shout out to Act Accordingly with Bash and Z podcast. These guys were here from 2:30 till 9:30 yesterday, making sure that the internet is strong in the garage, in my basement, in my house, mixing wires with wires, pushing stuff away, moving stuff around. I can't thank those guys enough, man. Seriously, Ziad, I appreciate you so much. Bashir to you too if you eventually watch.
Great
you guys,
people.
Great people, man. I can't even describe how thankful I am for that. Seriously, I sometimes wonder, like,
I mean, it's very easy.
alhamdulillah for everything.
You can
man.
tune in to Act Accordingly with
Bash
Bash
and
and
Z.
Z. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great people, man. Great guys. I was on their podcast a couple weeks ago. We talked about Tony. When do we not talk
When
about
did you
Tony?
not talk about this
This
guy?
is
man?
this is interesting.
We talked about
So
Tony.
I need to go back and rewatch this, and then my rant.
I ain't gonna lie,
Just to preview, my
we
rant
didn't
in
talk
2
about
weeks
you,
will
so I was
be.
waiting for you to give me a phone call because we got.
Oh man, my ears were ringing for a reason.
Yeah. So Ziad Hadi said Tony said he's in the 35 and over. He's more than 35. All right.
But that's the over part.
I,
By the way, defending
Romans-
champ, shout out to We Grubbin, Coach here, Coach Owl, Fujo, JJ, my boy Billy Hitman, Ayada came through, and well wishes to Abdel Nasser. He ended up tearing his Achilles in the semifinal, man. So I know he had surgery. Speedy recovery.
Inshallah, man. That's sad. I mean, that sucks to hear that. But
Left it all
since-
on the field, man, for
since
We
you are-
Grubbin, man.
Since you are giving shout outs, this is my time to also give a shout out to our sponsors. First and foremost, I want to start off with Give to Gain. Give to Gain is a nonprofit organization that sponsors orphans in Yemen. 100% of all donations goes to the less fortunate. They appreciate all who donate because this could not have been done without all of you. For those of you that are wondering why Yemen, Yemen is the largest humanitarian crisis and aid operation. 5 million people are at risk of famine. 15 million people need water or sanitation support. There's a lot of different things going on in Yemen. There's wars. There's, issues with. I don't know if y'all heard the story recently about that one guy, Allah Hamad, passed away. So there's a lot of things going on in Yemen. So they definitely need your help, especially the orphans there because they don't have any support. So if you want to donate, you got Venmo at Give to Gain. Zelle, the number is 313-445-8638. And then Cash App is, the money symbol Give to Gain. All right, so shout out to Give to Gain. And then our second sponsor is Hammer Time True Value Hardware. Their address is 16380 East Warren Avenue, Detroit, Michigan. Their number is 313-444-1123. They sponsor the Fantasy Guys both Wednesday and Sunday edition, by the way. Give to Gain is a gold sponsor. Shout out to Rico, by the way, the Fantasy Guys Man of the Year. Appreciate him.
Still don't know how that happened, but shout out to Rico.
Great service, great prices, all of your hardware
know who
needs.
that is.
Shop Loco,
Aaron.
Arif. You know Arif. Yes, the Fantasy Guy 2021 Man of the Year.
Legend.
Okay?
Legend.
Legend.
He is a legend.
Listen,
Why are you
it
taking
ain't
a deep breath?
fantasy. It ain't manager of the year. It's Fantasy Guys Man of the Year. So
Yeah, we ain't
Outside of
talking about-
fantasy.
outside, yeah, it's just
Outside of
yeah. Arif's a good dude, man.
He's a great guy.
He is.
Great guy.
Okay.
Hey, let me tell you something.
He don't know him.
I don't know him.
Yeah, you do, bro.
I
No, I'm
know
saying
him, but I don't
personally.
Oh, you don't know
All right,
him.
first of all,
Yeah.
shout out to Best
He
Time
probably
I
knows
go
Scrape.
by. Best
Yeah,
hardware
Scrape
place
more,
in
right.
store. Best hardware place in Detroit, that is.
Yes.
In
Three
Metro
different
Detroit.
locations. One on Joy, one on East Warren, and the other one in Hamtramck.
Yep, so shout out to those guys. But go ahead now, let's go back to talking about Arif. Because, listen guys, to start off the shows, I just want to let y'all know we're trying to push everybody to YouTube, so it's not going to be like Facebook or Instagram where the comments are going to be flying. But we do have comments here, but we're just slowly but surely trying to push everybody to YouTube. So just want to share that. So we could definitely hear what you got to say about Rico, by the way. 'Cause I'm sure Rico is watching because he called me this morning.
So one thing about Rico, man, Rico just does it for the people, bro.
He does.
I mean, you could kind of see it in his actions. He joins these fantasy football where he's not even interested, decides to get interested, and then entertains for 6 months
Yes.
of the year. And then in the off season, the guy gives back. Like you guys can see, he ends up being a sponsor rather than sponsoring his own businesses. Decides to sponsor Give to Gain.
Yep.
Great guy.
Knocks two birds with one stone, and he's awesome and raises awareness of Give to Gain. And if somebody donates $1 to Give to Gain because of him, he did something amazing.
Absolutely.
All
Shout
right.
out.
Dave Farber,
Yes, sir.
where you were leading with, by the way, with the Rico comment, man. You was about to go somewhere.
No. I mean, like I said, I only know him in the fantasy world. So
Yeah.
outside of that, he's probably a great guy.
So what about in the fantasy world?
He's not a great guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, he always mutes me, and this is my comments, but that's all right.
What about the trades? Is he a potential trade partner for
for
you?
me?
Yeah.
I don't want anybody on this team.
Ooh.
Hey, man, I've been doing hard on my man Rico. He got an alright team,
I mean,
man.
just the beginning of the year, how can you not want anybody in his team? You
Yeah.
don't know yet.
This is why.
Because of the belt?
This is why.
That's true.
That's why.
Alright, so we do got some stuff. Alright, so many of us I said, hey man, let me say this. I got a lot of love and respect for Tony. He's like another uncle to me, but I don't know what it is when it comes to hating on him on Sundays. It's like
natural.
going to pray Gum'ah on Friday.
Facts. It's natural. It's natural.
Everybody
man.
comes together.
That's what it is, man.
It is awesome. That is funny.
I wasn't like that at first,
that
but
is a
now
great
I
quote.
see. I
Yeah.
see why.
See?
Yeah,
But-
when all that I hate Tony, all that I'm not gonna get down with that. But now I'm starting to creep towards. I understand it.
You should already be there.
Hey,
Forget
listen, man.
creeping.
I made a phone call.
You should
I
be
made
sitting in the front
I made
row.
2 phone calls. All right, second round, or like right out. I'm seeing Malahi fall. I see Mookie fall, and I'm like, why is he falling? I end up making a phone call, and he picks up. I wasn't gonna draft him, if he didn't pick up that phone
Were y'all
call.
timed on the draft?
Yes,
How much? How long?
1 minute.
Really? All right, that's cool. Let's move on to the questions, though. Ziad Hadi said, thanks for the love, guys. Question for the crew. Miles Sanders, Najee Harris, David Montgomery, Tyson Williams. Bench 1. I'm going to quickly just say, I don't think David Montgomery's going to have a good week this week. This is me personally. He's playing against the Rams. I know it's Sunday Night Football. I did want to say Miles Sanders, but he's playing Atlanta. And Miles Sanders can go off for that one or couple runs. I don't think Miles Sanders is going to be the guy the whole year. He's always inconsistent, always getting hurt. But for this week against Atlanta and David Montgomery playing the Rams, which the Bears are idiots for starting Andy Dalton. So they're going to come out slow, I feel like, and they're not going to be able to run. It's between those two, in my opinion. But, Dave, who you got?
That's tough.
I'm not benching Najee or Tyson.
I'm not either. But I like Miles Sanders this week just because of the Jalen Hurts. I think they're gonna throw some option in there with him and
Yeah.
all those type of things. Even though I do like David Montgomery because last
do.
year I think he's caught the ball a lot better last year. So I think even in passing downs, he should still be on the field, and I think they will be down. I'll probably say David Montgomery though. Still,
You'll sit David
yeah,
Montgomery?
I'll sit him.
Moti.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you guys on that. Chicago, going back to your Chicago on the white starting Andy Dalton, you're right. It's a different quarterback now, so we don't know about Montgomery. But Matt Nagy, to me, I think he's just an old school dude. You know, they don't believe in starting the rookie.
Yeah.
You know, which I disagree because Justin Fields to me had a better preseason, or looked better. But yeah, man, I'm saying Montgomery too because the Rams is gonna be tough. Even though it's prime time, I hate to sit players prime time. I feel like players do better in prime time. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah. Sit players prime time. Most teams don't have to sit
I
a
know,
player prime
I know,
time.
it's tough.
But you're going with Tyson Williams too, so there's another player
For sure,
prime time.
for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with David Montgomery too, man. You got to sit him. He's going up against a tough defense. So, I mean, Miles Sanders, Atlanta doesn't look too good on defense. You mentioned Najee Harris. He's an automatic start every week. Tyson Williams, to me, he's the back you want to own right now. And Baltimore and Vegas' defense is just whack.
Suspect.
Yeah, it's just whack. I don't see it. So
I think Vegas are gonna suck this year. By the way,
I
think
do
they're gonna be a very
too.
bad
I
team.
do too.
But that doesn't mean fantasy wise. Waller will still do his thing. But I think the Raiders are not gonna be good. Khalid, who did you sit?
You have to sit David Montgomery. Rams top 5 defense in the run.
Yeah, and I think the Rams are gonna come out firing. I think they're gonna just be one of those games Sunday. You know,
I mean, he's still
first
gonna,
home
you
game
feel like he's still
in that
going to put
stadium.
up. You still feel like he can put up points, but to me, the floor and the ceiling for the other backs
Yes.
is just, you know.
Like Montgomery, he's still gonna get his touches and he's gonna get his opportunities. It's just the other guys I think have a higher ceiling, like you said, as well. So yeah, I go Miles Sanders, Najee, and Tyson Williams. You got Brandon Ayuk or Scary Terry. Listen, Scary Terry's about to go off. What are his projections, man? What is his projections? What is his projections?
I don't know.
Yeah, I need to know
Probably
his projections.
15, 16.
No, it's high because
like
Samuel's out.
Yeah, so Samuel's
So it's
out.
higher?
I think it's higher.
He's gonna go off.
What is he? Did you check it to see what he's at?
Scary Terry. I know he's playing the Chargers. 17. Ooh.
It's like 17,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Oh,
high.
I got him.
That's high.
Hey,
Oh,
listen, man.
17.
Scary Terry is going to have a great game.
He's gonna have a great
he's definitely
game
having a great
because
game.
actually, you know what? What's Logan Thomas's projections? That's what I want to know.
Oh, wow.
Logan Thomas.
Is it time for my rant?
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
Okay.
Not yet. We're gonna wait till
This is
12:15.
11.8.
11.8. That's 12.
For
so we need
what?
to get 18 for Logan.
Logan Thomas.
Oh.
Dang man, they be pushing it with these.
They got to
projections.
push it. I mean,
Hey,
Logan, man,
why you guys thinking Scary Terry's gonna blow up like that for the Chargers? Chargers got some
Chargers
guys
got
back,
very good
yeah,
secondary.
and
But
a
it's
good defense. Period.
It's Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's a good
it's
receiver.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, man.
Yeah.
The guy is
know
a
what's
gunslinger.
happening.
Yeah, he's a slinger. man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like who's their second receiver? Adam Humphries, Duami Brown, the rookie from North Carolina. Like that's what I mean. Scary Terry's gonna be the
Antonio
guy.
Gibson.
So by the way, you start Scary Terry, right? We agree.
For sure.
But
100%.
Brandon Ayuk against the Lions, by the way.
Doesn't matter. I mean, you know what, man? You got to kind of see what kind of
Who's throwing the ball?
Yeah.
How they're throwing the ball.
Well, I
That's
mean,
what
it's Garoppolo. They're a run team, right?
Yeah, for
But
sure.
you also have to kind of see who's going to emerge from that wide receiver group. I mean, is it? A lot of people are talking up Ayuk, but I mean, I still think, man, Samuel, he's a yak monster.
They both are.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I
Samuel's
mean,
like a Swiss Army knife.
He
Bro.
is,
can do
man.
everything. So I mean,
I think that's where Jimmy is gonna be targeting is Samuel.
Kittle's back, baby.
yeah,
yeah, I think
yeah,
so
or
too, man.
Kittle
in the hand, bro.
because Ayuk is a
Go
downfield
guy.
threat. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think he fits Trey Lance more.
All right, there we go. Ziad Hadi said also Cooper Kupp, Debo Samuel, Michael Pittman, DJ Shark, start 2. Listen, guys, Tony, I don't know why he looked at me like he didn't like this pick, but if y'all watch the Wednesday edition, my boom Philly wide receiver of this year is Cooper. I don't like my drinks in a can. I like my drinks in a cup. All right,
cornball.
that's my boom Philly wide receiver this year. He is going as long as he's healthy. Not trying to brat Dukins my players, all right, Tony. Only we're trying to brat Tony's players, all right. We're trying to throw the eye on his players, not mine. But Cooper Kupp is gonna go off. Robert Woods, I know he's great too. He's a very good pick as well. He's a safe pick. But in terms of guy that has a high ceiling, I think it's Kupp, man. You know, he gets the touchdowns. Stafford's boy. Every single highlight I watched of Stafford, even though it was an interception to Jalen Ramsey, every highlight I was watching of the Rams, it seemed like it was going to Cooper Kupp. All right, that's his boy. I already know they got the connection. You know, I'm not trying to use color into this, but I feel like color has a little bit something to do with it. You know, Stafford. Yeah, go ahead. You can do that part as well. But Cooper Kupp, don't ever bench him is what I'm trying to say. Ever. I think he is a top 12 fantasy wide receiver, potentially top 10 wide receiver.
So we're going to have our first wager of the year. And I will
What
say
happened last year? I still have 2 lunches waiting to happen.
For AJ Brown.
AJ, but he betted AJ Brown versus Sterling Shepard, Dave. I couldn't believe him.
Sound like something we do.
And then we betted Tyler Boyd against Mike Williams. We know how that ended as well. Okay.
I don't recall that one.
We got a WhatsApp message.
Yeah.
I can roll back.
Okay.
So I'll make sure I say
Fair
it
enough.
too.
Fair enough.
All right.
But our first, I think Robert Woods will outperform Cooper Kupp in that offense.
Okay, but injuries aside, obviously.
Then why do see? This is the problem.
Because Cup is more injury prone than Robert
My
Woods.
rant might come a little early.
Not yet. Please, let's answer questions, then we can go to a rant. I guess he said 2. So I'll go Cooper Kupp and I'll go Michael Pittman this week, by the way. Indianapolis Colts, he's the #1 wide receiver, man. Shark, you got to watch him. Wait for a week because his fingers, he just came back. And Deebo Samuel, I mean, we don't know yet who's the guy in San Fran. That's me personally. I'll go Kupp and Michael Pittman. Moti, where are you going?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cup for sure. With all the things you said about Cup, I agree with. But I'm can we do like the
Yes.
booms?
Yes.
I'm gonna boom the Jacksonville defense this week.
All right, let me write this down.
Yeah.
So you ain't doing primetime no more, huh? You going straight booming?
Yeah,
now?
I mean, I've been feeling good about them. I don't know what you guys are looking at. Like, I think it's an easy one. Houston, I think, gave up as an organization.
Which is sad.
They're
It's
trading
sad.
away players. Their draft was, to me, was questionable. I think any defense that's available is playing Houston, play them. I think they're gonna be horrible.
They're
this
kind of
year.
like what the Jets were last year.
So.
Yeah. But
With that being said,
Jacksonville's tough to play them, but it's okay. I
Yeah,
understand what you're
with
saying.
that being said, I'm going Shark this week. I'm also playing Shark on my team. And also I'm a Shark. So it's like it all plays into
So
it.
you start
Wow.
DJ Shark?
Yeah, I'm going
The
DJ
world
Shark.
is telling you.
For sure.
All right. So did you answer this question? Who
No.
you going with? Cup, Debo, Shark, Pittman.
I do like Pittman. I mean, I think you got to go Pittman and Cup. I don't think Shark to me is a sneaky play because they are, like you said, they're playing Houston. I could see it. I mean, I just kind of feel like it's a James Robinson kind of game. They probably won't try to put Trevor Lawrence in.
Too much on them. I don't think they'll put too much on.
No,
Lawrence
but
this week.
I don't think on Lawrence.
Yeah.
Trevor
that's
Lawrence.
what
Who's the
I'm
coach? Who's the coach?
He's throwing 3
For who?
today.
Who's the coach for Jacksonville?
Urban Meyer.
Who?
He gonna run it up.
Hey, he's throwing 3 today.
He gonna
All
run
right.
it up. Watch.
Welcome
All right.
to the Trevor
Urban Meyer's gonna be
Lawrence
fourth quarter, 5 minutes left. They're gonna be up by 40.
And he's gonna be throwing deep balls.
He going.
Well, on that note,
He got
then
that college
I'm-
mentality.
you know what? You convinced me. I'm going DJ Shark.
Really?
All right. Yeah, I think I would go DJ Shark. I mean, Cooper Kupp is a nice start. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be hit and miss for that. Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. Who's gonna?
It's not gonna be hit and miss.
Hold
it's
on.
gonna be hit and hit.
Listen,
just who's
one
gonna
is
hit
gonna,
higher.
Exactly. One's gonna end up being at the 12 to 14 point range, but then you got another guy that's gonna end up. I could see DJ Shark going for 20 plus.
Yeah.
Hey, what's Deshaun Jackson's projections today, by the way? I think I'm about to
It was
book
like
him.
8 or 9. It was like 8 or 9.
Welcome back week, because this is his hometown.
It is.
Uh,
And you know what? He always
the
performs
Bears
week 1.
have a very bad secondary this year, guys.
Yeah.
6. Let's add him.
Whoa.
All we need is 1 catch, that boom touchdown. You add him to my list. Go ahead, continue on. Cal, who you got, by the way? Pittman,
Cup and Pittman.
Cup, and Pittman. Dave,
Cup and Debo.
Cup, and Debo.
Cup and Debo.
All right, Debo Samuel playing against the Lions, by the way. Munir Ghazali,
Yep.
don't think we forgot about Tony attempt to trying to rename the show Fahmy and Guys. He's actually trying to pan that name, by the way, too.
I would never be on that show.
All right, Cup and Debo, Yusuf said. Are you
We don't
answering
need
this
you to
question,
be
Yusuf?
on that show.
Yeah,
We'd
I'm
have
never
a
be on that
cutout of Dave sitting right there.
Hey, I need that belt back. I don't know if anybody didn't tell you, but you only keep it till
See
season
what I'm
starts,
saying?
said Rico.
I see what I'm saying? There's your guy, the man of the year right there.
That's the man of the
Messing
year.
with me.
That's you, Dave. You
Yeah.
started it.
You did start it,
You
Dave.
started it, Dave.
You started it.
He just
He started it.
You started the beef, Dave.
No,
we
every
can
time
go back
I would
and review it.
Every time I would put something up in the group, he had something to say. He
He's got
started.
something to say about everybody.
Yeah, he does.
He's just.
I gave him the Man of the Year award.
Why?
Let me start off 0-2. I'm gonna hear it from him the whole way through.
Yeah, good job with
Because I'm
that.
playing against you, by the way, Dave. Dave, don't do it. It's my team name this week, all right? Freaking CD Lamb, man.
Yeah.
I'm
solid.
watching
Yeah,
him,
you
I'm
were
like,
talking
Hey,
about him last week.
Hey, I was talking
Yeah,
about
you
him,
were.
but all right.
Bad.
But I'm trying.
Bad, yeah.
Oh, he's
I
no
was.
good.
Hold
Ask
on,
Yusuf
hold
what
on,
I
hold
said
on,
about
hold on.
CD
Yeah.
Lamb this year.
Hold on, man. I was talking it about him because I think he went too high in the draft
he didn't.
compared to Amari Cooper.
Okay.
When you compare the two, I thought he went high. But I'm not going to lie to you. If I had to take one wide receiver in that group, I'm taking CD Lamb because they targeted him early. If Dak doesn't throw,
If he didn't
almost
drop
60 passes.
Yeah.
If he doesn't.
He dropped a touchdown
Dude.
and he dropped one of
Amari Cooper though and CD Lamb, like every year,
Solid, bro.
every year there's receivers that go in the 4th round area that could be potentially the top 5 receivers, and I feel like it's them, bro.
Bro, and look
Already.
at it from a standpoint of
Already.
how many times, if you had both CD Lamb and Amari Cooper, you're starting both.
You
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
Michael Gallup is out now.
Yeah.
So for the next 3 to 5 weeks, them boys are about to be balling.
And Blake. Get Blake.
Yeah, whichever tight end is going to be the tight end, which I
Yeah.
think it's Blake.
Blake, yeah.
He's also a sleeper, too, for the next
Yep.
couple weeks. Might have to boom Philly him next week. Early boom Phillies. All right. Zeta Hadid, thanks for the help, guys. And great commercial. I love watching Tony falling off a bike. It's my favorite gift to use now. I bet you didn't make it as a gift. Ziad, send me that gift. Send me that gift, all right? By the way, we got a new internet in this place thanks to Ziad and Bashir. It's called Oz Media Internet.
I heard that's
It is-
part of my rant.
Well, we're not gonna talk about that live about what the password is, but
Yeah.
we'll go with that. Let's keep it moving. Munir Ghazali, Josh Allen or Matt Stafford? I'm not gonna lie, I'm leaning towards Stafford because it's prime time against a team in the NFC North with a new team. I think he's gonna go crazy, but I don't know. He talked about this on Wednesday about having both, which I guess it makes sense. If you're Stafford sitting there, you might as well
Who
scoop him
asked the
up.
question?
Munir.
See, this is what I love about Munir. He does not want to admit that because he already answered the question, he already got 3 different answers. But we know who he wants the answer from. Munir Ghazali, you don't ever sit Josh Allen.
Munir, I said the same thing on Wednesday. Okay, I
Did
don't
you?
care. Yes, literally. those
Well,
are the
obviously
words.
he didn't accept. That wasn't good enough for him.
That's true. So I just want to say quickly, yes, you don't ever sit Josh Allen.
Never.
You don't ever sit him. Even like last year, I remember he was playing New England, who had a decent defense, and he put up like 37.
Yes.
By the
he
way,
did.
Dave discovered Josh Allen.
Did he?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give him that. But Danielson, Manir, they're saying don't ever
I got
bench
you, Nico. I'm sorry. Nico.
Josh Allen. I agree with them, but for this game, Danielson, if you ever take anything I say into consideration, play Matt Stafford, man. Prime time, sit down on your couch. You like hot chips. Just relax and watch Stafford blow up versus Chicago.
Hot chips is very broad. What chips are we
Hey,
specific? What chips are we talking about specifically? Cheetos?
He's a boring guy. He's Cheetos.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
looks like
He
a
just
Cheetos kinda-
straight up
yeah,
Cheetos.
kinda
Yeah.
guy. Cheetos flaming hot.
There's plenty of options, but he chose Cheetos.
Yeah.
But no, and then Josh Allen's playing Pittsburgh, guys.
By the way, Cheetos top 5.
It is
No.
top 5.
If not top 3.
It's not.
No, it is
You're
top
crazy.
5.
Wait,
It's top 5.
Hot chip?
Yeah, Cheetos flaming
It
hot.
has to be
not.
top 5.
It's not. It's the original. But
Hold
it's
on,
not.
man.
Hot fries.
Cheetos.
Hot popcorn. Hot Lays.
First of all, a Better Made, the red hot
Yes,
Better Made.
banging.
A good bag of those.
I never liked those, man. I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie.
dude. Shout
never
out
liked
to
those.
Basil Gilbach for years. We were going to Arabic school, and my man was the one with the $1 bag of chips. All right, on the Red Hot.
You'll have the quarter.
Because they didn't have the 3, the quarter bags or the 3. So my man was always very, very underrated hot chip. I'll take that as the
Number 1 for me.
No,
I agree.
I got
It's better than the-
Vintners, man. Vintners cheese curls.
Oh,
All those.
You know,
Cheetos. So that's
hey,
not the
that's
five.
number 1, bro.
No.
All right,
No.
Rico. Did we go with you by the way? Or Josh Allen, Matt Stafford, never bench him, right? Never bench Josh Allen. Okay.
You already know.
Who should I start? By the way, that's what he said. Callaway or Gaskins? I ain't gonna lie, man. Callaway is a boom. Gaskins is safe. That's what I feel like.
Who said that?
Rico.
I'm sorry. My apologies to the man of the year.
Yes.
But I don't know. He showed up to the draft late. Well, I mean, it was the party late, but
By the way, dirty move
Hello.
by Rico and Tony, but we're gonna talk about that another show.
Right.
Dirty move.
Yes.
what
I feel
was-
like it was planned.
Hell no. He didn't take it. He didn't take that. Remember when
I
I
don't know,
offered it to him
man.
early? He
Dirty
didn't take
move.
it. You were there.
Yeah,
You
y'all
were there.
Y'all was
They-
politicking heavy,
Exactly.
bro.
Never that.
Exactly.
He
Dirty
didn't even
move.
know who I
From
was
the voice.
targeting.
The gum.
Oh yeah, man. Well, I had a can't do list about
It's picking
chewing
up.
gum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's okay. He stopped chewing too. Go ahead, Tony.
And banging the table.
Yeah.
But that's part of the rent.
Okay. We're gonna give you a rant at 12:20, okay? But did you want to finish?
I'll be
You
gone
didn't finish
by
what
then.
Rico was saying about Rico and Callaway and Gaskin.
Yeah, I'm not. The guy watched one preseason game. Probably happened to be the Callaway game, where Jameis Winston. I'm not a fan of Callaway.
Traquan Smith is out.
Listen, man. If
They have
I'm going
nobody.
between the two, between Gaskin and him, I'm starting Gaskin.
Safe. I'm
Yeah,
telling
but
you.
I mean, he has the potential. He looks good.
By the way,
in that
they're
offense.
playing in Jacksonville. By the way.
Okay.
If you
Well,
haven't known
I'm
that.
starting Gaskin.
Because of New Orleans and the hurricane, they're playing in Jacksonville. Just wanted to throw that out there. And the reasoning why, literally, this is what I read, is because Aaron Rodgers has a bad record in Florida, and like it's hilarious why they picked Jacksonville. And it's close, obviously, to New Orleans. Gaskin or Callaway, Cal?
Gaston.
Gaskin. All right, Dave.
Neither, but no, I'll go Callaway, man. They're gonna. I think Winston's gonna show something today.
All right, Moti.
I disagree. I think the Saints are going to be a surprisingly bad team this year, man.
It's one of my questions for later on. Surprisingly bad and good teams.
Yeah, because Saints is just a franchise that everybody expects to be in the playoffs every year. I just don't think. I think they're gonna miss it this year. But on this matchup, I'm going Gaskins.
So we just got an update from Yusuf saying that Trey Sermon is out. What happened to him? When did he get hurt? So Mostert, it's a bunch of Mostert today. Who's the backup running back for them? I know Jeff Wilson is out.
Yeah,
Matt Breida.
IR.
No.
Matt Breida's in
Breida is
Buffalo.
gone.
Yeah, he's
Matt
gone.
Breida.
No,
Yeah.
they have somebody there,
There's
bro.
somebody there.
Wayne Gallman.
Wayne Gallman.
Sight, he got released, and signed with Atlanta. So,
All right.
yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. See how I
Somebody
played
there.
you
There's
in that?
another back there. I know.
Yeah, he was on the draft. Oh, I seen Trey Sermon on the draft. You're right.
Jermichael Hasty. Remember him from last year? San Fran. Is he still on the team?
I mean, look, man. At the end of the day,
Raheem Mostert's a must start now.
it's a must start.
He's
So
a
he's
must
do
start.
that anyway.
Raheem or Julio Jones?
Yeah, but you still are not going to get an answer on your Trey Sermon, Raheem Mostert because Sermon's out.
Okay.
You kind of want to see where they're
Mostert
at.
or Julio Jones, Dave?
Mostert. I'm going Mostert.
Really?
Mostert
Yeah,
or who?
Julio.
I'm going Mostert.
Yeah, I think I go
Yeah,
Mostert.
no Mostert.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think What do you think Julio's gonna do today?
I think he's gonna go off, dude.
I mean, listen, man.
It's welcome back week. I'm
It's
not-
welcome back,
I don't
but
say off.
you're welcome back. We're giving the ball back to D. Henry. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that Julio's gonna get, I think 5 to 7 targets.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna be. We're gonna feed
Yeah,
the ball.
yeah, you're right. I
You know
don't
what
want
I'm
to say
saying?
going off. That's the wrong word to use. I think he's gonna have a very good week though. Like he's gonna get his.
I mean,
protections.
he's on the other side now. He's got the second DB checking him now. 'Cause
Thanks.
AJ is the man. So yeah, he's still Julio Jones, but I don't think like it's gonna be let's feed him the rock. You know?
Nah, bearing injury, man. Julio's gonna have a great year. I don't know what y'all talking about. You mentioned feed D. Henry. I think that's what Tennessee, by making that trade, I think Tennessee is not trying to feed
Trying to light the
Henry
work- yeah,
for
light the
sure.
work.
Definitely gonna light
You know what I'm
the
saying?
work for sure.
Just so for the long run, you know. So with Julio being there and AJ Brown, to me,
Right.
Tennessee is scary, bro.
Oh, big
Don't
time.
get me
They're
wrong,
scary.
they're scary, 100%.
Big time.
But like he's saying, I think Mostert's gonna, he's the man today.
No, that's
You know what I mean?
rule number
No,
4.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to see the gift that Zion
So
had
so
been
here's
sending.
my thing, man. When did Tennessee go from a defensive, lock to being an offensive powerhouse? They got the pieces in place. They look
every time
amazing.
Tony's team loses, I'm sending this gift. This is hilarious, man. This is a gift of Tony and falling off a bike. Anytime. This is my team this week. Or this is Tony's team this week.
But
Go ahead,
yeah,
continue.
yeah, they got
Yeah.
offensive prowess. So Tennessee, man, they're gonna be looking up.
So you Julio or Mostert? What are you going with?
No, I'm going Mostert.
Okay.
But I mean, it could be just because of the opportunity that's going to be there. If Sermon was in the game, I would have told you, you know what? They're going to try to welcome Julio into, the Titan organization by throwing him, some touchdowns. But yeah, man, listen, when Julio is not injured, he's top 5 wide receiver.
Okay. All right, that was just my personal question I just wanted to ask. Let me go. Munir Ghazali, he said, I give Fahmy decision consideration because one week I asked a question during the 2019 silly season I asked Will Fuller or Allen Robinson, and he told me, boom, Philly, Will Fuller, and Fuller got 55 fantasy points that week.
Yes, sir.
All right, 2 years ago. Just want to reiterate that. But you know what? Tony's a fantasy guy, and I want to make sure that
This is what just sticks out in his mind is that 55 points. How many people actually
That is
predicted
legendary, though. That's legendary.
100%. That's up there. That's up there with the Calvin Ridley,
Jesse Donahue.
Jesse Donahue.
Yeah, he balled out that week too. Money Lazette, so I guess I have to listen to because every now and then he might be right. So Trey Sermon is out. Yusuf said, then Kareem Hunt or DeAndre Swift. Money Lazette then asked. That is also a tough one. Hunt is playing against the Chiefs. What are you? Is that what? Are you looking at me? What are you looking at me for? Yours? Yeah. Oh, okay, my bad. Mostert, Thielen, or Carson for flex. Mostert, you weren't gonna start Trey Sermon anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, you got Mostert. I'm sorry, you got
Mostert.
Mostert, Thielen, or Carson for flex.
I mean, I'm starting Mostert. Sermon's not there. Like I said,
I
man,
think
he's
Thielen's gonna have a good week this week, man. He's playing Cincinnati, dude. They have no. I heard their corners are out, or one of their corners out there. Check.
It's a Uncle JJ kind of week.
It's because you own him.
That's very true.
You just
can't
want,
deny that.
You want Justin Jefferson to go out, but they both.
I do.
They both could have
I
a
do.
great week.
Yeah, I mean,
I-
you guys, I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you go ahead. Go ahead.
Is that for you, Yusuf? You have Chris Carson, Thielen. You have all three. Damn,
It's an 8-man league.
it's a tough decision. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going Thielen, man. Why you guys be talking about Thielen like that? Like he just fell off.
I said I'll go Thielen.
You know, that's Cousins' boy. You know what I'm saying? They know, their kids play together.
I don't care.
That matters.
That matters. Yeah, it matters.
This year, JJ is gonna take the brunt of the work.
He
that's
probably
just it,
will.
man. Like it's over.
I mean, look, man,
I
they
like
lost
the
their tight
leadership.
end too.
Yeah,
So it's not
but
like they
Before
can't
you
throw
say
this
it's
to
over,
us.
do you understand exactly like who else do they have? So yeah, JJ might be 1,500
Yeah.
yards, 10 touchdowns,
100%.
9 receptions, but Thielen's gonna be 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, 80 receptions. You know what I'm
Solid year.
I don't see it.
Solid year, man.
He's on the decline this year for me.
So
Really?
I'm noticing a trend here. You got 7 minutes and 36 seconds of talk time. You've got 8 minutes and 54
whoa.
seconds. This guy has 15 minutes and 28 seconds, and I've only got 7 minutes and 14 seconds.
It's about right.
He's just coming up with his
And
numbers.
he's got a minute and 13 seconds.
Man, you
you
just
go.
told the
Okay,
whole story.
okay.
What are you talking about?
I know.
I'm just adding to my time.
Hey, he's under contract. He's supposed to be right there behind Omar.
Okay, my bad.
Rip
Tony,
that contract up.
it's time. It's time for the Tony rant. Can we get like a sound effect to get the
We
Tony
don't need
rant?
any sound effects.
Boo!
No
There you
sound
go.
effects needed.
Tony,
So we got a couple things I want to talk about.
before I do this, I'm sorry. Just want to say we're going to be doing this every week. There's going to be Tony rant segment because I'm trying to limit altogether a lot of rants, so I'm at least going to give him a chance to go off on anything he wants to go off once a week because Tony always has something to go off about, by the way. I just want to share that. Tony rant.
So we got a couple things. Jotted some notes down. One is, why is it that we won the 35 and over championship? All right? All of a sudden, all these people, they want to say, oh, because it was the bubble. Oh, you got saved. Shout out to my teammates because they stayed ready when everyone else didn't.
What bubble are they referring to?
The bubble for the 35 and over. So we started the league about, 2 years ago, got cut off by COVID, and then, we had to come back. They decided to come back, and, I didn't like the fact that Los Veterans 1.0, not 2.0, Los Veterans were yapping it up for a whole year, even in the offseason. Oh, we would have ran it. Oh, we would have done this. Oh, we're undefeated.
So yeah,
That was
Right,
time for a
but that was good enough. So they end up losing their game. They lose the number 1 seed, and then they lose in the first round of the playoffs. While we end up getting past the first round, second round. As a matter of fact, in the second round, we were both in the semifinals playing in separate games, and they said, "Hey, listen, Hamtramck's, we're gonna do our part to be in the finals. You guys make sure you do yours." So we had our game first. And then we end up beating the team. And then I looked over at him and I said, make sure you get there. And come
Who's
clutch
him?
time, Sufi.
Sophie.
I mean, Alo's veterans to me is one of the biggest upsets, man. They failed.
Yeah.
But going back to Sufi loved the guy. He's my man. But Sufi has a rough couple of years, man.
Listen, man, that's number 2 on the list. Is the rant about Sufi going winless. So let me tell you something about this guy, man. This guy was labeled, to some extent, rightfully so, a winner. Sufi's a winner. So if this guy ends up, oh man, you're this, you're that, you're never gonna win. So what happens? We end up winning the championship. This guy gets dizzy and can't focus on a game. Come clutch time, he's choking. And they go winless. 0-6 in the regular season and gets eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And I told him, I said, you know what? If I'm on that team, we don't go winless. 100% that's not happening. So that's rant number 2. Rant number 3 is, I just got a picture, inside information, that Oz Media Internet, the password is I hate Tony. Why is that? I thought we already got past that.
It's the easiest thing to remember.
What, how about your firstborn child's name? How about that?
Is it all?
How about the fantasy guys?
Is it all in caps?
Yes.
It could be any one of these.
It's not.
But year after year after year, it continues to be I hate Tony. My kids are starting to believe it.
He's nodding his head
Yeah.
as you're speaking.
I don't know about this. We have to change that mindset. You guys are poisoning the youth of America. Let's stop doing that. Rant number 4 is we win the championship and they start another league right away. And then I get the number 1 pick and they add players. It's a conspiracy. The people don't want me to win. Why is that? When have I gone? You know what? I've always said this. If you don't die a hero,
You live long enough to
become the villain.
All right, there we go. That is a Tony's famous line. That is true. Thank you, Tony, for that rant. I hope you guys enjoyed that rant from Tony's rant segment. That was actually only a couple minutes. I'm proud of you, Tony. That was not.
Is
as
it this
long as
time
I
every week?
Yeah.
Same time?
So make sure you.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
12:20?
Yeah, I go to the bathroom.
12:20.
Yeah.
We'll have to into
Yeah.
the Tony rant. With that said, Tony, here you go, brother. I don't know if you want to take over this back. We got 20 minutes left, and there's a couple questions I want to ask y'all. Then we can break down games towards the end. Of course, boom Phillies, by the way, too. So, first and foremost, rookie quarterback. Which one do you think is going to be the best fantasy rookie quarterback? And I know some of them are not starting yet, but once they're all behind center, who do you think is going to be the best fantasy quarterback? Dave, I'm going to start off with you.
I mean, can't go wrong with Trevor Lawrence. I mean, it's just set up for him to get the playing time. He's going to play. They're going to treat him like the Colts did Manning, let him take his lumps. I mean, they're going to be down a lot, so he's going to be throwing the ball. So I think fantasy-wise, he'll be the best quarterback.
Okay, and Munir just indicated to us that we didn't answer Kareem Hunt, DeAndre Swift, because we did not, by the way.
not.
Yes, so going back to that, Kareem Hunt, DeAndre Swift.
I mean,
Hunt playing against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Old team.
I'm going Swift.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm going
Swift.
Swift.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah.
Playing against
Well, the first question was about
Kareem Hunt, DeAndre
the rookie.
Swift.
Oh, you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just do that right quick.
All right. As far as the running backs, I'm going Swift for
Swift.
sure.
Kel.
Swift.
Swifty.
No, I'm going Kareem Hunt. Swift's going up against a good San Francisco defense. Kareem Hunt's, he's going to be involved in the passing game. It's going to be a high shootout. They got to get both running backs in the game at the same time.
Swift gonna have more opportunities. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he'll get more opportunities. I just think it's going to be more open field for Kareem Hunt, and he's, you guys got to remember the Chiefs cut him, so it could be a revenge.
No,
game.
but the Chiefs got a good defense.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
Hunt. I'm sorry, OBJ, is he out? I don't know.
Yeah, man, I've been monitoring OBJ because I got him. It's yesterday saying that he was gold, and this morning they were saying game time decision.
Yeah, so,
I don't like players like that, man.
yeah, OBJ.
Landry time, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say if OBJ is out, maybe then Hunt because he's the pass catcher.
Right.
He might need to be in that situation a little more, especially playing against the Chiefs. But that Browns team, man, watch out for them, man. I think they're gonna be
We
solid.
say that every year, man.
I'm saying there's.
It's all on Baker's shoulder.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
Sorry, man.
No,
Yeah,
for sure.
it's definitely all on him. I
Man,
agree.
they've given him so many opportunities. So
Yeah, I personally might go Swift though, but I don't think he goes wrong with Kareem Hunt or DeAndre Swift. I think they're gonna finish very close to each other. So either or. It's not gonna win or.
I think it's
lose.
going to be a matter of who's the one that's going to end up scoring the touchdown between the two. So
Yeah, definitely. So
That'll
going
be the
back to the
difference.
rookie question, Moti, who do you think is gonna be the best fantasy quarterback once all of them are behind center? Because I know it's not fair to do that now because the other ones have advantage over the other ones. So
Yeah, we're gonna look back at this draft and look back at Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence is, to me, the best quarterback by far. He'll have the better career. So I'm gonna go with Trevor Lawrence.
all right, you got Trevor Lawrence, Tony.
from standpoint of fantasy for this year, I mean, look, man, he's got receivers that are solid, veterans. He's got a good, running back behind him. So it
And
is
a
set
bad
up,
defense.
and that's great for
Yeah,
fantasy.
fantasy,
So I think it would be, but yeah, like Moti said, man, this draft class I think is going to be
Solid.
very solid.
I think each quarterback is gonna be successful.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
And remember, successful. I'm not saying.
So you guys high on Zach Wilson?
Listen, I was gonna let
He
Khaled
looked
answer.
good, man.
I'm gonna let Khaled answer.
No.
So go ahead, Cal.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. So we got Trevor. Guys, the wild card that nobody's talking about is Zach Wilson, guys.
Just talked about.
I mean,
Yeah.
out of the four,
Go ahead. Go
out
ahead.
of the four, he's probably the least. You're right.
Okay.
You know.
Five.
I think
Or-
he's
I'm
underrated.
talking about first
bro.
rounders.
I think
Who's
he's-
five?
Yeah.
I think he's underrated, man.
Lance?
Bro, Zach
From a winning
Wilson,
standpoint, I don't see him leading a franchise because it's the Jets. They're set up no differently. I think he can have a Matt
Zach
Stafford career.
Wilson is going to be a top 15 fantasy quarterback this year. Mark my words. He runs. He's accurate. Corey Davis, I wasn't really high on him.
I like Corey Davis.
But
so.
I think he's going to have an amazing year.
I think so as well.
I was high on him
Elijah
too.
Moore, I can't believe you guys didn't want him this year.
Hey, let me tell you, man. Now
Can I
that
tell
you
you
led
something?
up to
Can I-
Elijah Moore,
All right? So,
he is
yeah, don't do it. Don't do
My.
it. Don't do it.
first official Boom Philly
He is mine as well.
of the year.
See my paper. He's looking at it. He hasn't close enough distance to
See,
see it.
this is
All right.
this is what you're not understanding. right?
Elijah Moore. Do you guys know what AJ Brown said about Elijah Moore?
I don't care
What
what
did he say?
AJ Brown said about Elijah
AJ
Moore.
Brown said that I'll bet my house on him winning Rookie of the Year. And then OBJ.
He's got
said-
money. He can buy another house.
I
The
know.
guy went to the same school as AJ Brown. Of course,
That's
he's gonna
why-
say that.
that's
And they work out together.
Yeah,
It's
an
a
alma mater,
brotherhood.
man.
It's a brotherhood.
Absolutely.
What did OBJ say? OBJ said he is by far ahead of me where I was my rookie year as mentally and knowing the game wise.
Because
Yeah, didn't Elijah Moore play 4 years?
bro, and
It makes
OBJ
sense.
was a clown
Yeah.
his rookie year. He just played, bro. He played amazing. Talent's there. He said he's
Yeah.
more solid.
My point is though, he went in 13th round, guys. You know what I'm saying?
The
That's what
point
I'm
is
trying
we're
to get at.
talking about fantasy, right?
Yeah, we're talking about
And
fantasy.
we're
He
talking
go
about
to-
the Jets.
Exactly,
We're
man.
talking about
It's-
Zach Wilson. Let's go
Listen,
back to Zach Wilson.
I'm just talking about for this week. Elijah Moore.
Because of Crowder's
write it
out.
down. Absolutely.
There you
Because of
go.
Crowder being out.
Yeah, so Zach Wilson, though, going back to why I say that is because they're going to be down. They're going to be losing a lot of the times. Their defense is not good. They have a terrible secondary. So, he's just going to be a roller coaster. The first, second quarter, you might only have 6 points from him. But then that third and fourth quarter is going to be a lot of, running, cheap touchdowns, stuff like that. And it's fantasy at the end of the day. Not my pick, though, for number one fantasy quarterback of rookies, but I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
He's a wild card for a solid quarterback. So going back off of that then, so surprise team. Let's just quickly talk about teams right quick. Who's your surprise team this year? As you can see, sneaking up on people. And then overhyped team as well. I know you were talking about, who were you talking about?
Saints.
The Saints, yes. So surprise team, Tony.
I think I'm gonna go with what Moti said. The surprise team going the other way is gonna be the Saints. I think a lot of people are expecting them to kind of be there in the race. I don't see it.
I don't see it at
Yeah,
all.
I don't see it. I think they're missing the playoffs. Surprise team might be Dallas, man. They're in a tough division. They have they can easily, they're going to end up earning that, they have a chance to earn a first round bye.
No, they can't. It's first overall pick.
Doesn't matter. Their division sucks.
Yeah, you have to be number one. It's 7 teams now.
Their division sucks. You
Nobody's
look at their
Tampa Bay's
record,
the
man.
best team in the NFC,
I'm not saying they're
NFC.
not. I'm not saying Tampa Bay's not the best team in the NFC, but I just don't see how that NFC East to me is whack. I could see him.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah,
see
that's
him
nothing
going 13-4.
Dude, they surprised me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought it was gonna be
13-4?
a
Yeah.
blowout. Yeah, that's crazy. You're
Bro,
being a little wild.
their division sucks. Like I could see them sweeping the division. I know it's hard to do that because of the rivalries, but The only loss I can see on their book in the division is probably Washington on the road.
Yeah, I picked
That's
Washington
it.
to win the East.
Nah, I got Dallas, man.
Yeah, but
Dallas is
good.
looking solid.
They look good though. I'm being honest. They look good. They look
And
better
they're
than
playing
I
a weak
thought.
schedule.
Hey, I didn't think the game was gonna be a blowout. I remember when I texted the Wednesday,
Yeah.
I was questioning Tampa Bay's defense because I was concerned about Dallas.
But
Yeah.
but let's be fair. They had 4 turnovers.
Yeah.
Unnecessary. One, I mean, they're going into the end zone. I mean, it changes. And look, man, honestly, if Dallas is going to continue to play like that, they're setting up Dak to be a great fantasy quarterback. But overall, man, he can't be throwing the ball 60 times a game.
Yeah, that's crazy too.
But their offense is
Very
nice.
good, yeah.
And their defense is a lot better than it was last year.
Yeah.
I agree. Dave, surprise team.
Surprise team. To be bad or good?
To be good.
To be good, I would say I think Buffalo's gonna make it to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
So that So,
My thing was
that'll be my
Kansas City
surprise.
won't make it, so
Yeah.
I don't know who would it be.
okay.
But Buffalo
Yeah,
is probably the best.
I think Buffalo's gonna surpass them this year and make it to the Super Bowl. So that'd be my surprise.
Okay, how
Man,
about
that-
disappointment?
That would be look, man.
Yeah.
AFC power offensive powerhouse. KC, Buffalo, and Tennessee. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
From an offensive standpoint, that we always figured AFC. It goes back to the Buffalo, Houston days.
Right.
Where it was just like run and gun. That's crazy.
What's crazy about it?
Is I can't believe all that we used to always, put the offensive games in the NFC. Now it's in the NFC, in the AFC, man. It's crazy. That's the 3 top offenses in the league.
No, it's not.
Who is?
You got Tampa
He didn't
Bay.
say Tampa Bay.
You got the Rams. You got Green Bay.
All right, hold on.
The Rams. I'm not putting the Rams there yet.
I'm not putting the Rams there
Green
ahead
Bay.
of those 3.
How about Green Bay? Green Bay to me is better than Tennessee, possibly.
I don't think
No.
so. No way.
Offensively,
How
no
efficient
way.
they are?
No way. If I had to rank them, I would put KC 1, Tennessee 2. It would be between Buffalo and
Tampa.
Tampa. Yeah, it would be and you know what, man, and Green Bay, man, because Green Bay has a solid run game.
Yeah.
And they got Aaron Rodgers.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
offensively.
I'd probably put him. I put him 3, man. I put him 3. But Tennessee, man, Tennessee is gonna be
For sure.
could be the number 1 offense in the league.
For sure.
Do you really think that?
Yeah.
I mean, going back
Yes.
to the surprise team.
I like them.
I was
don't
going
like them that
Tennessee.
much. Top 3 offense.
Super Bowl
No, a championship, AFC championship for sure.
playing against who?
Buffalo.
I mean,
No, Tennessee.
Dave mentioned
What's that, playing
Buffalo.
against
I like
Buffalo?
Buffalo too. I mean, I it might be Tennessee and Buffalo, man. You know what I'm saying? If they could overthrow, KC.
Man, that's crazy.
It's gonna be hard though, man.
KC's defense did not. Their offensive line got better.
Right.
They made it to the Super Bowl last year. Their offensive line got better, and it's still Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you something about KC though. They don't really. I mean, obviously they have Kelsey and Hill, but they didn't go after another option.
Yeah.
As far as what?
A player that's gonna be.
Nicole Hardman is still there.
He's not. He's not.
Man, come on, man.
I mean,
sorry.
even on defense, guys, everybody just got a year older. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they never. You know what I'm saying? They didn't address issues on defense. Also.
All I'm saying is, let's say Tyreek Hill's out, they're screwed. Let's say Kelsey's out, they're screwed. You need
for sure.
another weapon, man.
I'm with
sure.
you. I'm with
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
I'm with you on that. But I mean, you can say that about Tennessee.
Right.
Okay.
No, they'd be the same offense as last year, and then it was pretty
we
good.
Said if they're out.
Yeah, if
Tyreek,
if Julio's out, or if AJ
Derrick
Brown is
Henry's
out,
that offense changes for Tennessee.
they just got a gun.
Not good enough. The reason why is because they stack in the box. Dude, you got a 250 plus pound, 6'6", 6'7" guy coming at you. They stack in the box. That's why all the receivers are running wide open.
Who's
To
the-
me,
who's
the
the
Julio
backup?
taking it over the top, man. That offense, man. To me, they were
sure.
great last year. It's jumping, man.
Who's the backup at Tennessee as far as running backs?
Darion Evans, whatever his name is.
Who's that?
Darion Evans.
I don't even know what school he went to.
A guy that I would scoop up if I see Henry limping.
Yeah,
Immediately.
but yeah, man.
Let's go. Let's
Did
keep
you
going.
guys do?
You'll probably find Mike Evans in that list too,
Yeah.
in the waivers.
Hey, by the way, Mike Evans, for
You
those
said-
Mike Evans owners,
Good luck.
Yeah, man. Good luck.
You don't look
trying to-
good, man.
Man, you know what, man? Listen,
It's the
he's gonna be the third option in this offense, and I'm an Evans fan. Always drafted Mike Evans, but
It's Tom Brady.
coming into the league, man, it's just like, all right, dude.
AB's
What are
the
you
guy.
doing? I think it's
Godwin.
Godwin.
I like
I
AB.
think Godwin is
Godwin's
one. AB is a close second, but I think Evans is three.
But
man.
Evans got drafted before them two, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, he
that's the
did.
crazy part.
Yeah, he did.
That's the crazy
Not
part. I
too
did
far
not
ahead
want
of
to tell
him,
you.
though.
I ain't
Yeah,
wanna
they were
tell
all
you.
there.
They're all
Yeah.
in that same
I
square.
seen that.
AB fell.
All right, guys.
Passed.
Think I haven't won. No, you can't go yet. Give us
I
some
got-
boom
I
Phillies.
gotta go.
Give us some boom Phillies before you go.
Yeah, boom Phillies.
Give
Boom
me
Phillies.
give me
'Cause we do numbers now, man. So we gotta. Every guest is in their own team.
give me Drake.
I do like that.
Give me
You
Drake.
like the album?
Oh
No.
Facts. He do.
No, no,
That's why you started off
no,
with Drake.
no. It's got to be 6,
No, 3.
3.
He's the only
It
one
ain't
that
gotta
can
be.
say.
Everett.
All right.
I like
Everett.
that.
By the way, that was a great
Yeah,
pick.
Everett and
Who's the third guy on your team, Dave, that you're about to be picking right now, man?
I don't have Drake on my team.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
messing around.
Yeah, don't mess around with me.
No, Drake don't got you on his team.
OVO.
And give me I'll text it to you. I can't think.
All
of it.
right, fair enough.
All right, fair enough.
Fair
Here we
enough.
go, because we got to
Yeah,
do the
yeah,
phone
yeah,
Phillies.
yeah.
It started 12:36. We want to go off at 12:45. Munir Ghazali said Carson Wentz doing damage this year. Just
All right, Dave.
watch.
All right.
Don't sleep on the Colts. Thank you for coming, Dave. Appreciate
it.
you.
We'll be back.
All right, Mo Tizzle, Boom Phillies. You have Jacksonville Jaguars so far.
Yeah, I want to go to the Play Dudes
Play
primetime
Dudes-
segment anyway.
Okay, so we'll do that at the end then. Tony.
So listen, man, a lot of people. By the way, I wanted to add one more thing to that Tony rant, but I'm gonna save it for next week. But you know, driving down this way, man, about 25-minute drive, got me thinking. Why the hell Zach Ertz is going to be a top 5 tight end by the end of the year?
I disagree, but
Oh
Okay,
my
you don't
God.
have to agree with me.
A good
Go
tight
ahead
end.
and write it down. He's gonna be a boom Philly this week, and until they start putting some respect on his name, he's gonna be a boom Philly for the year.
Okay.
That's one. We're still trying to
Elijah
find
Moore.
out. Elijah Moore is the second one. You got what's his name, Jamison Crowder. You
Out.
know, out. So I'm going Elijah Moore. My third one is Hunter Henry. I'm trying to figure out. They got him projected
like
at
that.
about 9.
I like
I'm
that.
trying to figure out where he's gonna end up in that offense. I could see him. It's Mac Jones, man.
Is
You
Henry
know.
or Jonnu Smith? Who do you like better?
I
Tell the
mean,
truth. I got
honestly,
both.
listen. I took Henry, and I had a chance to get Jonnu Smith. I still feel like he's the better pass catching tight end. The other guy, that I think they use him a little bit more to block. But I just seen some numbers, man, and they kind of just show that he's more of a downfield threat than Jonnu Smith when he was playing with Tennessee was all pitches and all that stuff. It was nothing downfield like that. And I want to stop there. I think I want to stop there
Yeah,
because we are keeping record.
Yeah.
Um,
Tezo. Oh, no, not
Yeah,
Tezo.
go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me just go over mine right quick. Then
Okay.
we're going to do Play Dudes Prime Time. All right, so my Boom Phillies is a bunch of rookies. All right? I got Devontae Smith to start off with him. People don't understand, and me personally, I wanted to trade for Jacob before he started to go off because I have a feeling that he might have a great week 1, and you know how Jacob could be with his players. Starts thinking the world of them. As you can tell from the message group, he has about 75 points on his bench from Tony's updates. So thank you, Tony.
bro, that junk was hilarious.
Yeah, it is. I know he was at home, pissed as heck.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Part of you is happy. Devontae Smith, I like him. I think he's the number 1 in Philly. So I think Jalen Hurts is gonna have a good week this week. So Devontae Smith is 1. Jalen Waddle. I can't believe where he went also in the draft.
Yeah, you're right.
I love Jalen Waddle. I think he's going to have a great week. I really want to start him this week, but you guys got me thinking about DJ Shark now, and I got to debate it. But Jalen Waddle, to me, is the guy for Miami.
Solid.
He's
My
the
only
receiver.
knock against
I don't
Miami.
like Tua, man.
Listen, my only knock against Miami is, man, their pass blocking is not good enough to get that downfield threat. I got to see enough from
First
Jalen
of all,
Waddle
Waddle's
first.
this guy, too.
I got to see enough from Waddle.
Fuller is the
Yeah, I mean
You know
he's
what I'm
suspended
saying?
for
I know.
what's it called?
How
But
long
that
was
wide
he suspended
receiver.
for? 1 week, right?
Yeah, 1 week.
That's it,
Because
right?
he was suspended for 4,
5.
but he already served.
Yeah.
So he got 1 more.
So and then Elijah Moore. That's my third one. I
Mm-hmm.
got 3 rookies, and I'm not gonna put Deshaun Jackson. And if he booms, do I get to keep him or no?
No, but I mean, just to kind of throw it out there before Moti
Wait, he's
does his
projected
play
6?
prime time. If you guys are looking for a receiver, he's very, under the radar. I would say go take Russell Gage.
Oh yeah.
Reason being is that they're playing Philly. I see that being a high scoring game. They're gonna try to bottle up Ridley. They're not gonna be able to, but I still think they'll throw the ball enough.
What's his projections?
12 and a half or 13. That's why I can't boom him, but that people are not even looking at him as a start where I could see him getting 15, 16.
He is a safe player that you can have as a flex option every now and then because Atlanta is going to throw a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be that good.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the NFC South, which is a lot of good offenses. They got to keep up. He's the number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Ridley is going to be the guy that's going to be trying to be covered. I think he's going to have a great year as well. So Russell Gage is actually a great pickup.
One guy I'm not high on in that offense, honestly, not yet, is Kyle Pitts.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's too early. It's a tight end position. I just think it's too early.
In
for
the beginning of the year, I can agree with you. I
Yeah.
think towards the end of the year, he's going to start to
that. And
pop
Mike
off.
Davis. I'm not a fan.
Heck no.
I'm not a
Definitely
fan of Mike Davis.
All right, Moti, play dudes prime time. We got Los Angeles against Chicago, and then we have Baltimore against the Vegas Raiders. So we got some play dudes in prime time, Moti.
Yeah, I was gonna go Tyler Higbee, but if you don't mind, I'm gonna go with Deshaun Jackson.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's for the Rams. And for Chicago, I'm gonna go Daryl Mooney.
Mooney.
All right, and then for the Raiders, I'm gonna go Edwards. Is it Brian or? Yeah.
Brian Edwards.
I'm gonna go him. And then for the Ravens, I'm gonna go Sammy Watkins.
Nice. Sammy Watkins is a nice
there
pick,
we
man.
Go.
What happened to that guy? Sammy Watkins.
I mean, he won a Super Bowl.
I know, but he fell off.
Oh yeah.
My man, Buffalo gave up a lot to get him in the draft, and then it was just like,
I remember we wanted him so bad.
yeah, for sure.
I mean, was he worth it?
No.
I mean, in college, he was a monster,
I
guy.
know, even in the NFL, though.
Injuries really kind of held him back, though, in his early years. I mean, that plays a role in the psyche, man. in the
Yeah,
psyche
big
of all
time.
that, bro.
I am going through that right now. No,
Yeah.
no lie.
Definitely does. So before we go, I do want to give a shout out to both of our sponsors. Again, shout out to our sponsors for the Sunday Fantasy Guys show. You got Give to Gain. Give to Gain is a non-profit organization that sponsors orphans in Yemen. 100% of all their donations goes to the less fortunate. The people that Give to Gain, that run Give to Gain, appreciate all who donate because this could not have been done without you. That's what the message that they wanted to send to all of you. And so if you wanted to donate to Give to Gain, it's Venmo at Give to Gain, Zelle 313-445-8638. The Cash App is money symbol Give to Gain, the number 2. Give number 2 Gain. And then the second sponsor is Hammer Time True Value Hardware, located on 16380 East Warren Avenue. They got a couple locations, one also on Joy Road and also one in Hamtramck. It's the Fantasy Guys, both editions they sponsored. Give to Gain is a gold sponsor. So they have great service, great prices, all of your hardware needs. Shop local, shop at Hammer Time True Value Hardware, best hardware store around Metro Detroit area. Shout out to Best Sam, shout out to Adnan, shout out to Rico, shout out to everybody that sponsored this year. Appreciate all of you. So we do have 2 minutes left. Expectation for the Lions. That's how I kind of want to end this show. What is your expectations for the Lions? Yusuf, I'm going to start off with you since you came here and you sat down. So what's your expectations for the Lions, Yusuf?
Oh, this game or this year?
This year. Record, 17 games. What you got us going?
I'm going to say 7 wins.
7 wins,
7
10
and
losses. Okay.
10,
Mo
yeah.
Tizzle.
Listen, I'm a Lions fan. I'm a Tigers fan. I'm a Detroit fan.
Facts.
So-
and Detroit is a fan of you.
For sure. And so every year I go high. 10-7.
4-13.
Man, listen, dude. I'm with this guy. E-Block representing.
This guy?
I'm going to go 10-7 as well. I don't know how they get there. I love the coach. Probably going to be biting off some kneecaps. Listen,
Replace
man,
him.
that's the kind of attitude that we want anyway. Do I think it's hilarious? Of course I do. But but you know, people want to play for a guy that's passionate like that,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like Dan Campbell reminds me a lot of Mo Sufi.
He is.
Just loud, you know, try to be very motivating, and it works, man. It works.
All right, Coach Dave just put James White as his third boom Philly. I think our ceiling.
That's a good one.
By the way, that is a good one. Our ceiling is 7 wins. I don't know how y'all see us winning 10 games.
I mean, we're just
We have no-
optimistic, man.
Yeah, I
we
know.
want to see it. You know,
Absolutely.
and it might get us in the playoffs.
Oh, for sure. I think 10-7 will probably get us in the.
I don't know if 10-7 would, but
yeah, it'll
anyways.
be right there. It'll be in the
Yeah.
bubble. Khalid,
AFC.
10-7, I guess.
Let's go.
E-Block.
y'all just went all 10-7.
Hey, I'm on real quick about Kel.
He went 7-10.
Hey,
Yeah,
Kel's
7-10.
Kel's evolution's been crazy, guys. I don't know if you guys noticed it. A year ago, he was wearing a Michigan Columbia shirt.
Oh my
He
God.
has
Stop.
upgraded to
Listen.
Jordan,
Hey.
and I mention that every time I go in the corner cafe. I say, "Yo, man, take that."
Only Jordan.
That Columbia, exactly. I said, "Yo, only Jordan."
I cannot stress
So,
that.
so I appreciate the
Enough.
pay raise.
I cannot stress
You know,
that enough.
Kel trade.
Hey, listen.
Alright, Ziad Hadi said 10-7. They won't make it even if you flip the numbers. So yeah, that's what Yusuf said. Yusuf said 7-10 as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
10-7 with an extra playoff
We're like
spot.
we said, we're very biased. We're optimistic, and hey, man, listen, man. One thing that in team sports is when there's somebody that's there that can motivate and they believe. Belief is a huge thing. It kind of overtakes talent at times.
It does. I agree, but I think that in all reality, we're gonna be in good games. We're gonna be a team that just misses a couple of games and all that. We're gonna go back to the year and be like, man, imagine if we did this or did that. But I just think
that Rams game is gonna be ugly.
like blowout.
I fear that it's gonna be a blowout.
I'm going to that.
Lions,
Yes.
Rams.
Lions Rams.
You
Yeah,
going to the
I
game?
feel like that's the game that I'm worried about.
It's an emotional game, though.
Yeah.
For both sides.
Both sides.
Not
Jared
so
Goff.
much.
Hey,
No.
Jared Goff,
is
exactly.
pissed. I'm talking about not so much for Stafford because, dude, Stafford got exactly what he wanted, and I'm super happy. Big Stafford fan.
I'm just
Shout
saying,
out at Matt Stafford, Twitter. That's my guy, man.
Yeah,
Matt
yeah.
Stafford is the man, straight up.
All right.
I hope he wins the Super Bowl this
Brad,
year,
tell us
just to
how-
prove all the doubters
Me too.
wrong.
Me too. Big time.
And that's gonna be number 2 on the rant. We're gonna watch Matt Stafford tonight, and he's gonna ball out, and we're gonna see what kind of person we're missing out on.
All right, there we go. Thank you.
Grass ain't always
Hold on, I just
greener
wanna
on
say
the
one
other
thing.
Go
side.
ahead, Yusuf.
You know how we have a player that's gonna like go crazy every year?
Yeah.
Marvin Jones.
You like him.
Marvin Jones.
This
watch.
guy, man. You
I
know,
think I
he
always
grew, he
liked
grew up a
Marvin Jones.
Detroit fan. It's all good.
He-
I could
he
see
always
it
liked
though.
Marvin Jones.
Hey, it could also. That's why we ended up taking Trevor Lawrence as the rookie to have in this fantasy season. As far as rookies, because man, I'm telling you, he's got a lot of talent.
He has three very solid receivers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ziad Hadi, my prediction for the Lions, with the second pick, the Detroit Lions select.
Yeah,
So that's what
that's
he's
sad.
saying. I
Wow.
agree, by the way. I think Houston's 1, we're 2. Worst teams in NFL. All right. Well,
All right, that could be the second. I don't think we're gonna be a top 5 pick.
First of all, what's the first one? Because I didn't agree to the Robert Woods.
Yeah,
Cooper
I ain't
Kupp.
gonna lie.
What
I
the
don't
hell,
think
Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp?
I didn't agree to that one.
You didn't?
No, I did not agree to that one. All right.
See this,
I just
listen.
said Robert Woods is safe. I'm
This
going
is-
off
this
Cup to boom.
but we're talking about for the year.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So you didn't agree to it.
I didn't agree to
That's
it.
sad.
All right.
Sad.
All right. Well, thank you guys for
Does
tuning
this
in.
have a chicken
Listen,
sound?
It does.
If
But
it doesn't,
I'm trying to end this show so I can post everything. And 1 o'clock, I want to be in front of the television.
Yeah,
right?
you ain't
Watching
lying.
the
Like a plan.
games. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. We'll see you all next week, 11:30.
Hey, and for those of you that think that my time talking isn't enough, go ahead, please comment. Put a thumbs down for the whatever comments these guys made. If you guys need more Tony,
Let them know.
let me know.
All right. There you go. Just